Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Control blind playthrough and we are in the Foundation DLC. I have beaten the main game at this point. I have beaten the Altered World Events DLC. I have cheated against the boss because this game gave me no choice. Well, actually, to be fair, yes, I could have beaten the boss fairly. There's no doubt about that, but you can only get your ass handed to you so many times before you just say to hell with it. And it's one of those things, had I played on my own, I would probably not have turned on cheats. I would have whittled him down the correct way, so to speak. But I had spent way too much time there already. So who knows? If I hadn't done it, probably would still been there. But I think after I'm done with this recording, since you can actually use mission select, I might even go back and take him on the real way, so to speak. It's easier when it's just you. Am I supposed to jump down here? Let's try. I've been here already. This is the room that glitched. This was stupid. Well, there's a control point out here, so I can use that to get back up there. I must have missed something up here. Or did I? Well, we'll soon find out at least. But Uncharted that I talked about previously, I can't remember if it was in this episode or if it was the last one. I haven't played the Uncharted games in a very long time. Don't think I've played any of them after making walkthroughs for them, which is a bit sad actually. I've been thinking about revisiting those games because I think they are really fun. And I thought so even after I had done walkthroughs for them. Let's see, there is an opening up here. Don't know if I can get over there. Yes, I can. This is the room I was in. Is there anything up here? No, there isn't. But it was worth a shot. Yeah, as I said, I've been thinking about replaying them. But I'm not entirely sure that I will, or maybe one day, but I have so many games in my backlog. This is something I've talked about previously, Now since I'm back in this room, I might as well... Oh, I can't access that. Either way. Odd. Either way, I might revisit them someday. But there are so many other games I really wish they would. That is actually a sequel I would enjoy very much. If they did another Uncharted game. Doesn't need to be involving the Drake brothers. Definitely not, because I think their story is completed. So... Did I miss doing this the last time I was up here?
Is this the lock/key the board told me about? Just doing my job.
Yeah, as I said, I think the Drake brothers, their story is over and done with. I found it really enjoyable that
Director
in
Faden's got this covered.
the DLC, what was called The Lost Legacy, you played as my god, it's been so many years, I can't even remember their names. Nadine and Chloe, I think their names were. It was fun to play as them, because they are both fun characters as well. That is something that has been consistent throughout that series. That all the characters are very much fun. And I love the fact that when Uncharted 4 came out, I think it was if you had bought the collector's edition, because I bought the collector's edition for that one, I think you got the season pass as part of it. Or if you bought the season pass, it was very cheap or something like that. Either way, the point was the DLC became much bigger than they had first anticipated. And rather than forcing you to fork out more money... Ooh, I have a bunch of ability points. Might as well max out my levitation. What's this? Seize? No. Shield. Never use it. Melee. Might as well use Seize. And I'm out of skill points. Just want to take a quick peek. There are no new astral constructs. Nope. Let's see, where am I? I am over here. So we are gonna fast travel over to... I think the crossroads is probably a great place to go to. Yeah, The Lost Legacy. If you had bought the season pass, I think it was, or if you bought the collector's edition, or whatever it was something that if you had done like a pre-order or something, you got the DLC for a good price. You didn't have to buy it. I can't remember. It's been... There's people over here.
Jesse, hey!
Oh, it's Pope.
What are you doing down here, Emily? What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride. The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed
Didn't everyone know that?
area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. You think Darling knew about this?
I'd put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes. All the tests I run on the nail keep coming back as nonsense. And a couple of my instruments have already broken.
Maybe we should take that as a sign to pack it in?
I am
There's a reason I packed a black rock-plated microscope.
gonna focus on the main objective for now. Just wanna get my bearings where I'm supposed to go. Can't go there, so we'll try over here then. And I've said it before, and it's worth mentioning again. There's a huge difference in pacing in between this and the previous DLC. Because Altered World events sometimes felt like non-stop action. But this one is just like calm strolling through the mines. Maybe we'll run into Snow White and the 7 little dwarfs. Hello, goodbye. There we go. Easy. Now where am I? I'm over here. So they really went all in with these little alcoves. And I told you I would get an ability to go into those things. Let's see. Yes, this is the correct way. That takes care of him. I was just thinking about how awesome it would be if this cave didn't lock up. Instead, it stays open, so I can stay out here and get fucked. That was so lame. I was so focused on the brute with the minigun, I didn't even notice Farmer John coming close. And the saddest part about that is that it was a long way away. I think the control points are a little bit too spaced out in here sometimes. It wouldn't hurt to put them a little bit closer together. Because if you die, as I have a tendency to do, you're forced to do a lot of backtracking. That is just a little secret alcove. So we're gonna head down here instead. Just do a quick check if there's not anything useful. Grab this little meteorite looking thing. Hopefully I can get the drop on the brute this time. Whew. That was close. That was really close. So. Wow, he is just spraying. But if we whittle down all the trash mobs, I mean, deliver these straight to his face. That does absolutely nothing. That did a hell of a lot more. And I love the fact that I'm so far away he doesn't even acknowledge my presence. It looks a bit like a space marine actually. From the Warhammer series. I could definitely see him fighting Chaos Troops, but then again he would probably be in the Chaos Troops. Finally. Starting to think if maybe he was too far away so I wasn't actually hitting him. But before we venture further in, I am gonna end this episode right here and we will continue on in the next one. But I want to thank you very much for watching and I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.